have to decide what you're going to get Mom for Mother's Day so we know where we're shopping.
We are extremely grateful to what community living has offered our family.
When I first came to community living, I met with Steve Zaricki, and he told me about a client that we had named Melissa, who was currently residing in Central State. She had lived in one of our homes prior to that, and they were working on trying to get her back into a staff residence. I heard stories about Melissa, and I went to go meet her at Central State, and I couldn't see why this young lady, because at the time she was a young lady, was in Central State. I couldn't see what they were doing for her that we couldn't do at home. Yeah, there were issues, but issues that could be dealt with.
Once we were approved for the Supports for Community Living waiver, we did go around and visit a number of agencies and their homes. And it just seemed like when we walked into community livings, it was just a wonderful fit. They were caring and yet really interested in Chad and wanting to take care of his needs. The caregivers are exactly that. They're very caring, and I'm going to get emotional here pretty soon. They really do care about my son.
Well, they certainly go the extra mile, and I really like the outings that they have, the dances they go to, and we realize that as we age, we'll probably have more concerns, but as far as his future. But I tell you, I don't think we're going to have those worries with community living.
I think the other thing for me is that my health has not been the best, and so for us to continue to care for Chad in the way that we wanted to at home was becoming very difficult and very much a challenge. And to know that he is being challenged himself by doing different things and being involved in different things, that is really a comfort to me to know that he is being able to grow, continue to grow, and be able to do things that we can't provide him with right now. When I'm comparing an institution setting to a residential setting, there are two things that really stand out in my mind, and that is, and we have been in a couple of them, and um, it just seems like many times they're just shepherded here and there, and they're not given an individual identity. And I know that they try to take care of them the best they can in those institutions, but I really want my son to live, which would be as close as possible to a home environment. And I don't see that in an institutional setting. This is his home. And, they treat it like it's their home and they have to do certain things and they have to help out. I think that that's really important. And I cannot even vision what Chad would be like in an institution setting. I think that he would climb into his shell and probably would not be as talkative and so forth. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but that's my opinion.
4 years ago, at age 53, John came to community living from the local psychiatric hospital, where for many people like John, jail and homelessness are real options. John suffers from mental illness and a mild intellectual disability. Earlier in his life, John had been shot in the chest during a gang fight. He also lost his right eye through an injury and neglect from a family member with whom he lived prior to community living. Initially, John had difficulty adjusting to his new home with his two roommates, with a caring staff, and opportunities to participate in the life of his community. He has found a home where he feels safe and secure. John still has trouble sometimes, but even then, he knows he has a home with community living and people who care about him and want him to have a life that he deserves.
This work is, I guess some people say it's what you're meant to do, is what you're meant to do, what makes you happy is what this does for me. I live to work with them. I live to see them succeed if it's just learn one thing, tie their shoe that they've been trying to do for 20 years. And I'm just want to make their lives easier and support them in trying to live a life in their community. If community living wasn't here, where would the people that we serve be?
My name is Wayne Embry, and I have been a client of Community Living for over 20 years, and they have helped me to live independently. And I would like for you to come and join our circle of friends.